Hello guys, welcome to Ramta Solutions. Welcome to your grade 11 Mathematics Equations and Inequalities exam prep. Today the question paper that we are looking at is the Eastern Cape's Mathematics Paper 1 of 2024. Because this is an exam paper, it's important that we read instructions. Remember, all instructions are important, but we are not going to read all of them. Okay? We are going to read the first one, instruction number 3. Clearly show all calculations, diagrams, graphs, etc. that you have used in determining your answer. Instruction 5. Answers only will not necessarily be awarded full marks. Instruction 6. If necessary, round off answers to 2 decimal places unless stated otherwise. Instruction 10. Guys, you are aiming for distinctions, but while you are on the process of getting a distinction, it's also important that you focus on improving your handwriting so the presentation of your work is neat and legible. So instruction 10, write neatly and legibly. Okay, great. So let's go then. The question is 26 marks. So in order for you to finish your exam on time, at least try to spend 26 minutes on this question. So for every mark, spend a minute. Okay. So for example, your exam is 150 marks. That is written in 3 hours. If you can spend 1 minute for every mark, you will have an extra 30 minutes that you will need to correct some of the work that you have done, or to perhaps focus on questions that are a bit difficult for you. So you'll have enough time for such questions. Okay. So we should be done, for the purpose of this video, we should be done in like 29 minutes. But let's see. So question 1.1, solve question 1.1, solve for x 1.1.1 given x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. So we will say x minus, leave a space, close, open, x minus, leave a space, close, equals 0. Vectors of 8, the product of the vectors 1 and 8 doesn't work. 2 and 4, yes, it works. 2 and 4. So the constant is negative. The bigger factor must take the sign of the middle. The bigger is 4, it must be negative. So this one must be positive. Therefore, x equals 2, not 2, but x equals negative 2, or x equals positive 4. We are done. All right. Now 1.1.2, 1.1.2, 2x squared minus 3x equals 7. Answers should be correct to 2 decimal places. I write this in standard form. 2x squared minus 3x minus 7 equals 0. Then use a quadratic formula. X equals minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Quadratic formula, guys, if you do not know it off by heart, is given in the information sheet at the end of the paper. Okay, here is it. It is the first formula thing. All right, good. Okay, now what is the value of b? The value of b is negative 3 plus minus. So the value of b is negative 3. What is the value of a? It is 2. And the value of c is negative 7. Isn't it? Good. All over 2 times value of 2 is 2. So simplifying this, negative times negative is positive. So this is positive 3 plus minus. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 7 is 56. Okay, so this is 9 squared. 56 plus 9. 56 plus 9 must be 65. So this is the square root of 65 over 4. Now let's see. 3 plus square root 3 plus square root of 65 over 4 is equal to 2,77. Now let's try 3 minus square root of 65 over 4. It'll then be negative 1,27. And these are our answers. Okay, cool. Let's see now. 1.1.3. 1.1.3 says x plus 1 times 4 minus x is greater than 0, where x is an element of natural numbers. Guys, when they talk natural numbers, they are basically referring to 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, these are natural numbers. Okay, all right. So, but why is this question saying natural numbers? Let's see. So let's now answer this question. So here we can see critical values. So our critical values here are x equals -1 and x equals +4. So this is a frowning parabola. Okay, it's a frowning parabola. The lowest is -1, the highest is +4. So they said it must be greater. They said it must be greater than 0. Greater than 0 is above this horizontal line. So this means x must be greater than -1 but less than 4. But then the question was saying where x is an element of natural numbers. This therefore says we must find those values. So remember I said natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. Any value that is greater than -1 but less than 4 is okay. But they want us to restrict our solutions to natural numbers. So 0 is not a natural number, 1 is, 2 is, 3 is. Alright, so we'll say it's an element of n, 2, 3. Right? So those are our answers. Okay, these are the values of x. Right? Okay, so remember, I'm using this because I'm thinking they said they gave us a restriction here. This restriction therefore wants us to find the values of x that are natural, that will make this inequality correct or positive, right? So it is these values. All right. So 1.2. Oh, by the way, we have done this one. Let's see. We're supposed to spend about 9 minutes on it, and we spend about 8 minutes on it, including our yada yadding for like 30 minutes. So we spend about 5 minutes on it. Let's go now. 1.2, given 14 over p equals p plus 5, solve for p. So this is 14 over p equals p plus 5. When you solve for p, multiply by p throughout. It will be 14 equals p squared plus 5p plus 5p. So 0 equals p squared plus 5p minus 14. Now we're looking for the product of the factors of 14. They are 1 and 14, 2 and 7. Let's try 2 and 7. So as you can see, the constant is negative. We therefore need to make sure that the bigger factor takes the sign of the middle term. Which one is bigger? 7. It should be positive. And that's it. So let's see. So here p equals 2 or p equals -7. Happy? Great. We done 1.2.2. We are given 14 over x plus 5 equals square root of x plus 5 plus 5. So this is the same as what we had in 1.2.1, right? We did find our values of p. So we can say p equals square root of x plus 5, isn't it? So we can therefore say when square root of x plus 5 equals 2, or when square root of x plus 5 equals negative 7. So this one is not possible. You will never get this one. Okay, like come on guys. For this one, we are saying it is not possible. Okay, you can cancel as well if you like and not write this an a. Okay, so x plus 5 can never be equal to negative 7. There's totally no way that you will get square root of x plus 5 being negative 7. No ways. So we die with this part here. Okay, now this one, we will square both sides. So I'm squaring both sides so you guys get an idea of what you need to do. What is this? X plus 5 equals, what is this guy here? It's 4, right? It's 4. So x equals negative 1. Okay, x equals negative 1. Okay, x equals negative 1. Okay, all right, guys. I know with this one here, others would have preferred to proceed, but I advise it is unnecessary to proceed. You could, but it's unnecessary because there's totally no way that you can get a negative value from a square root. Totally impossible. Okay? Sure. All right, we're done. Let's see now. We have done about 7. 7 plus 9 is 16. Look at us. We're on the 12th minute. We're on the right track, guys. Remember, this is an exam setting, but we will be explaining to you how to get these things. All right. Let's see now. 1.3, solve for x and y simultaneously. We have minus 3y equals 1 minus x. Therefore, we can say, oops, let me not hurry it. Equation 1. And then another one is x squared minus 2xy minus y squared minus 7 equals 0. This is equation 2. Which one is easy to manipulate? It is equation 1. So we will say x equals 3y plus 1. This is equation 3 from equation 1. Now, substituting, you don't need to write this, guys. Substituting equation 3 into the equation that you didn't use to make equation 3, which is equation 2. Okay, so on equation 2, where there's x, you will put 3y plus 1. 3y plus 1, oops, minus y squared minus 7 equals 0. So what we have here, we have 9y plus 6y plus 1 minus 6y squared, 9y squared, minus 6y squared minus 2y minus y squared minus 7 equals 0, right? Equals 0. Okay, now let's see. 9 minus 6 is 3, so this is 3y squared. Oops, no man. This is 3, so 9 minus 7, so this is 2y squared minus, so 9y squared minus 6y squared minus y squared, and it's 2y squared. So let's see, 6y squared minus 2y is positive 4, so it's positive 4y. Positive 1 minus 7 will be negative 6. Okay, now we divide throughout by 2. We will have y squared plus 2y minus 3 equals 0. factorizing y minus 3 and y minus 1 equals 0, we can see here that the constant is negative, so the bigger factor must take the sign of the middle term. So it'll be y plus 3. Therefore, y equals negative 3 or y equals positive 1. All right. So what was the value of x? Now we can find the value of x. We said the equation of x was 3y plus 1. So where there's y, we put negative 3. All right. We said x equals 3y plus 1. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9 plus 1, it'll be negative 8. And then 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So x is 4. And this is us solving for x and y simultaneously. Okay. Proceeding 2.0, 1.4. 1.4, we have, let's see, if 2x to the 1 plus x to the power negative 1 is equal to 3 and x is negative, determine, without using a calculator, the value of 2 open bracket 6x minus 1 close to the power negative 1. Let's begin with this one first. 2x to the negative 1 plus x to the negative 2 equals 3. Similar to 2 over x plus 1 over x squared equals 3. So here we can say the lowest common denominator is x squared. The lowest common denominator is x squared. So multiplying by x squared throughout, we will have 2x plus 1 equals 3x squared. Therefore, 0 equals 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. Right? Now we can factorize this. So when we factorize this, we say 0 equals, let me say 3x minus 1, x minus 1. As you can see, the constant is positive, therefore the bigger factor must take the sign of the middle. So it is this one, because it will be 3x times negative 1. It must be negative, and this must be positive. Therefore, x equals negative 1 over 3, or x equals 1. So we are given that x is less than 0. Okay, x is less than 0. Okay, so therefore x must be equal to 1 over 3. Proceeding, value of 6x. Now value of 6, not 6 man, it was the value of 2 times 6x minus 1 or to the power of 1. All right, what do we have? We will say we have 2, where there's x, I put minus 1 over 3 minus 1 to the power minus 1. So they said without the use of a calculator. So 6 times 1 over 3 is the same as 2. So this is minus 2 minus 1. Right? So this is 2 times minus 3 like this. Therefore, our answer is minus 2 over 3. And this is how you answer these questions. Remember, guys, if you would like to get in touch with us, visit our website www.ramtasolutions.co.za. And if you are watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, you can comment, and also share with your friends. If you're watching on TikTok, you know what to do. All right, guys, this is it. All the best. Bye-bye.